Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for Tuesday, November 26th, reveal that Electra Forrester will have a private conversation with Ivy Forrester about her true reasons for coming to Los Angeles. Will Spencer is eager to learn everything there is to know about Electra, but he can sense there are some things she's trying to keep buried. Will can infer that Electra has not always been able to rely on certain individuals, as Ivy mentioned that she is learning to trust. This may be related to the one-time modeling engagement that Electra mentioned, as it appears that someone violated her trust prior to her arrival in Los Angeles. If someone leaked scandalous photographs or used them against Electra in some way, that could be a component of the drama she has been evading. Of course, viewers of B&B are aware that Electra has a stalker named Remy Price, however, it is evident that she is unaware of his malicious intentions. Remy may have discreetly been involved in Electra's past issues, all the while posing as a trustworthy friend who she could rely on. Whatever the case, Tuesday's episode will be an eye-opening one that viewers won't want to miss. If you are interested in learning more about Electra's situation, be sure to watch her conversation with Ivy, as she is about to provide answers. As for Remy, he'll approach Deacon Sharp and most likely pursue a job at Il Giardino. Remy will demonstrate his appealing personality and pique Deacon's interest in his perspective. Since the restaurant is understaffed, it shouldn't take much for Remy to persuade Deacon to hire him. Remy will undoubtedly aspire to utilize this position to spend time with Electra whenever she is not at work. Ridge Forrester will be required to determine his subsequent course of action following his acceptance of Carter Walton's treason, according to additional Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Ridge will eventually depend on Justin Barber in the forthcoming episodes. Consequently, he will endeavor to devise a legal strategy and resist Carter's efforts. Our B&B predictions point to the fallout being worse than Carter and Hope Logan could have imagined, so remain tuned for updates on all the stunning news to come. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers weekly update for November 25th to 29th teases that Ridge is angry after learning how Carter and Hope betrayed him, and Electra tells Ivy the truth, and it's completely not what you think. Tune in next week so you can witness all of the action in Los Angeles. Weekly recap. Monday, November 18th, episode 9405. Will and Electra shared a passionate moment. The actions of the Forresters solidified Carter and Hope's jump to action, and they devised a means to take over the company. Ridge visited Finn for answers about what really happened with Hope, and Finn said Hope attempted to seduce him. Tuesday, November 19th, episode 9406. Steffy was conflicted when Ridge looked for a resolution with the Logans, because she was entirely done with Hope. Hope convinced Carter that they were doing the right thing in pressing forward with their plans for Forrester Creations. Finn did not back down to Brooke when she asked him to say that Hope hadn't tried to seduce him. Wednesday, November 20th, episode 9407. Still unable to undo Hope's dismissal, Carter made a convincing case to Ridge about his plan. Thursday, November 21st, episode 9408. Ridge felt Carter was indispensable, but Steffy questioned his loyalty to the Forresters. Even so, Ridge eventually signed the papers after Taylor walked in. Brooke learned a startling truth about what Carter and Hope did. Friday, November 22nd, episode 9409. Remy spied on Will and Electra before surprising her with his presence. Brooke told Ridge about Carter and Hope's subterfuge. Next week's breakdown. Monday, November 25th, episode 9410. Oblivious to the peril lurking, Electra bumps into an old friend, Remy Price. Ridge's disbelief quickly turns to anger when Brooke spills Hope and Carter's secret to Ridge. Tuesday, November 26th, episode 9411. Electra ultimately lets Ivy in on why she fled home for Los Angeles, but of course, it's not what anyone would expect. Remy works his wizardry on Deacon, who is intrigued. Ridge suffers from Carter's betrayal. Wednesday, November 27th, episode 9412. Ridge summons in high-end attorney Justin Barber to fix the mess that Carter has left. Hope spirals when Brooke shatters her world with the ultimate betrayal. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for Tuesday, November 26, 2024, are here. In tomorrow's episode, fans can anticipate Remy Price to perform his magic. Coming up on The Bold and the Beautiful. This magic will leave Deacon Sharp feeling fascinated. Meanwhile, Ivy Forrester learns Electra Forrester's secret. Also, Ridge Forrester confronts Carter Walton. Keep reading to find out what is coming up in the next episode of the CBS serial opera. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, Remy Price's magic. B&B spoilers for Tuesday, November 26th reveal that Remy has two very distinct sides to him. The one that he has shown Electra, who has known him a long time. Then, there is the real aspect to Remy, which is very dark. Remy already worked his magic on Electra, who is delighted her friend is in town. However, Electra is in peril and has no clue. As Electra goes back to work optimistic, Remy works his magic on Deacon. Must read B&B spoilers, Brooke loses hope, Ridge and job? KKL's character reaches breaking point. B&B spoilers, Deacon Sharp intrigued. Remy told Electra he was in Los Angeles to get a fresh start. Remy knows how short-staffed Il Giardino is right now. If Remy didn't overhear Deacon, then undoubtedly he could see the restaurant needs more hands. So, maybe that is the alchemy that Remy works on Deacon, to give him a job. It is teased that Deacon is intrigued by Remy, so that sounds intriguing. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, Ivy Forrester's intel. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for Tuesday, November 26th reveal that Electra will finally open up to Ivy. Even though they are close, Ivy doesn't know the true reason why Electra is fleeing her past. Ivy might mention to Electra that Will Spencer is starting to pose questions. Electra will tell Ivy the truth, but how will she react? What exactly is Electra's sinister secret? Does Ivy know Remy too? Must read The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, the surprising turn of events what, or who, could finally free Luna from jail. B&B spoilers, Tuesday, November 26, 2024. On Tuesday, November 26, viewers will also see Ridge take action against Carter. After receiving some information from Brooke Logan, Ridge confronts Carter about the LLC scheme. While Carter might attempt to claim he wasn't actually going to do anything, Brooke might debate that. Ridge will have to take drastic action, but what will that look like? What does it mean for Carter and Hope's futures? While Brooke believes she did the right thing by telling Ridge, could there be unforeseen consequences? Which storyline are you looking forward to seeing the most on Tuesday, November 26, 2024? What are your predictions for Ridge, Brooke, Carter, and Hope? What does the future contain for Will, Ivy, Remy, Electra, and the other characters? Electra was startled and delighted to run into her old friend, Remy, at Il Giardino in Los Angeles. We'll have to hang out sometime, she suggests. Remy responds, count on it. And the guy means it, because he's the stalker Electra was attempting to leave behind. How long before she discovers out the truth? Hope has fallen head over heels for Carter, who has made her feel like no other man in her life ever has. There's nothing I wouldn't do for you, he declares. Swept up in the romance, Carter and Hope make ardent love in front of the fireplace. However, over at Forrester, Brooke has informed Ridge that the LLC papers he signed have granted Carter control over Forrester Creations. So your daughter and Carter decided to take over this company? He asks her. We're guessing Brooke is going to attempt to keep Hope from being pushed under the bus alongside Carter. Later, Carter arrives at Forrester where Ridge sits imperiously at the desk in the main office to reassert his control. I know what you're doing, he announces as Carter stews. I know what you're up to. But with the documents signed, is there any way for Ridge to fight back and retain control of Forrester, or has Carter done what seemed impossible? Brooke explained to Ridge that she overheard every word between Carter and Hope, and the documents had nothing to do with taxes, as Ridge thought. So Carter, my Carter, is trying to take over this whole company? From what they are saying, yes. It sounds like he already has, Brooke tells him. Ridge informs Brooke that she misunderstood what she heard. Brooke insisted she did not. I don't want my daughter involved in this. I thought their relationship was a positive thing, and now look. He's assuming control of the company. He's stealing control away from you, Brooke said. Ridge refused to believe it could be possible, but Brooke implored him to listen. Brooke noted that Hope and Carter felt disrespected because Steffy wouldn't listen to them. Brooke ranted that Steffy fired Hope and cancelled her line, and Carter came up with ideas for expansion but got rebuffed. The luxury brand idea? He wouldn't stop talking about it. And you're saying that because he didn't get what he wanted, they're attempting this coup? Ridge asked. Brooke told Ridge that Carter and Hope didn't feel like they had a choice. There's always a choice. Get another position. Go work somewhere else, Ridge snapped. Brooke agreed there was always a choice, and she couldn't believe Carter and Hope would contemplate something like that. Ridge said Carter wouldn't stab him in the back like that, he was like his sibling. Love General Hospital, B&B, Days or other soaps? Join the conversation on our SC forums. Click here to interact with fans and dive into discussions now. Ridge didn't believe Carter was that power-hungry. It's not about power. He wishes to fix your decisions, Brooke explained. She told Ridge how Hope and Carter had been together and didn't want anyone to know. She added that Hope was in lingerie for Carter that day in the design office, not for Finn, and that's why Carter has been defending Hope. So now your daughter and Carter have decided to take over the company. And I handed him the paperwork. I gave it to him because I trusted him. I trusted Carter, and he deceived me, Ridge recounted. Slowly, Ridge realized that Carter had actually betrayed him. He confirmed that Brooke came directly to the office and didn't tell Hope and Carter that she knew what they did. Brooke noted that all the friction at the office was hurting individuals she cared about. Ridge said that Carter cautioned him. He said if I didn't reinstate Hope and HFTF that Forrester would never be the same again, and I would regret it, Ridge shared. He said he saw Carter's signature on the documents and asked him about it. He had that look on his face like he was hurt, as if I was questioning if he knew what he was doing. But it wasn't harmed at all. It was remorse. He did this to me. Carter's attempting to take this company away, Ridge said. At the cabin, Carter and Hope discussed how in the dark Ridge and Steffy were about the signed documentation. Carter insisted he attempted to get Ridge to be reasonable and do what he said. Only now, they have to, Hope said. Carter thought they were caught when Ridge spotted his name on the LLC paperwork. But he signed it anyway, Carter added. Carter and Hope discussed the nerve of Ridge supporting his daughter and co-CEO, and they had no alternative but to trick them into signing over the company. Hope noted that it wasn't done until they filed the documentation. Hope and Carter reiterated what the company would look like under Carter's stewardship. Hope said she felt incredible and had her confidence restored, and attributed it all to Carter's support. Hope told Carter he didn't have to carry through with the coup for her. Carter said whether or not they did, he would always have her back. Hope concurred there was nothing they couldn't accomplish together. Hope told Carter that she had never felt so protected. They said they loved one another and then made love on the living room floor. At Il Giardino, Remy told Elektra he was making a fresh start in LA. I really wanted to see you, too, Remy added. Elektra noted that Remy hadn't heard from her since she left town, but she had been preoccupied with the move and the new job. Elektra was surprised that Remy knew about her new employment. Maybe I shouldn't admit this, but I've been keeping tabs on you, Remy said playfully. Elektra shared that her move had been a positive change for her. I hope you stay, Elektra said. She told him that she had family in LA, but it was nice to have a friend now as well. Remy asked if she had made new acquaintances. Before she could answer, Elektra had a text to return to work. She hugged Remy farewell. I missed you, Elektra. You look great, even more attractive than I remember, Remy told her. In the design office, Will worked with Ivy. He explained that he had been summoned back to work and had to leave Elektra at Il Giardino on their lunch date. Ivy thought she should text Elektra and ensure she was okay, as it wasn't like her to be late coming back from lunch. Will noted that Ivy was protective and said he felt the same about Elektra. Ivy shared with Will that she was pleased to be a trustworthy family member for Elektra. Will observed that, yet again, he's picked up on a vibe that something bad happened to Elektra back home. He said he only asked as he wished to be there for Elektra. Ivy told Will that Elektra was starting a whole new existence for herself, and he was making her face light up with happiness. Elektra came into the office and told them that she was delayed because she had run into an old friend from back home. Elektra said it was completely random and the last person she thought she would see in LA. Will affirmed that Remy wasn't an old boyfriend and said she wished she could see him again. I guess you don't realize how much you missed someone until you see them again, Elektra mused. Outside of Il Giardino, Remy glanced at a picture of Elektra on his phone. You'll definitely be seeing me again, Elektra, he said menacingly. The bold and the beautiful spoilers for the week commencing Monday, November 24th is already proving to be one full of so many twists and turns that it's going to be a week that fans will be talking about for many weeks and even months to come. Keep reading below for everything you need to know. Hope is obviously twisting the strings, while Carter is just searching for someone to love him. After the disastrous relationships he has been in, anything feels better than being alone. Even if it means that he is going to organize a revolt in Forrester Creations. The two of them together never really made logic to begin with, but this storyline has taken it to another level. B&B Steffy and Ridge's reaction. There are certain to be fireworks as Steffy and Ridge know Carter and Hope's genuine motives. Their reactions will be huge. Ridge will feel betrayed by his closest companion, but Steffy will learn that this whole affair was set up by Hope. She recognizes that she is a serpent in the grass and will do anything to go back in. With Steffy and Ridge pressing back, we could see Carter and Hope's strategy unraveling before our eyes. They are simply not going to buy ownership of Forrester Creations, it would be completely ludicrous. The bold and the beautiful Carter's caught? Ridge and Steffy onto his and Hope's scheme? They would have no concept where to start and would only be a power ploy to hold over Ridge and Steffy. Not to mention, Ridge and Steffy are no slouches. They know plenty of lawyers and could definitely easily twist this back around. What do you think? Could Hope and Carter possibly do a respectable job if they get the company? Share your comments and remember to keep monitoring the CBS soap to see what happens next. Elektra's invitation, Ridge's confrontation, Hope's passion. The bold and the beautiful are here. In the upcoming episode, fans can anticipate Ridge Forrester to seek explanations from Carter Walton. Hope Logan will struggle with Brooke Logan's betrayal? Also, Elektra Forrester sends an invitation to her friendly stalker, Remy Price, Christian Weissman. Keep reading and let's speak about what is co. The bold and the beautiful spoilers state that Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, alerted Ridge Forrester, Torsten K., about Carter Walton's, Lawrence St. Victor, Forrester Creations takeover plan. The LLC documents have already been signed, but Ridge will call Justin Barber, Aaron D. Spears, for legal assistance. While Justin is a legal shark and can play dirty extremely well, even he might not be able to undo the Forrester Creations LLC scam. So, what does this indicate for everyone's futures? Carter Walton's FC LLC scheme. B&B spoilers suggest that Carter was the one who came up with the LLC scheme. However, it seemed that Carter deep down genuinely wanted Hope to tell him not to do it. Carter realized that he would risk and potentially lose everything, including his prized connections with Ridge and Eric Forrester, John McCook. At the same time, Hope has been extremely good about encouraging Carter to think about how they could have it all. Hope also constantly reminding Carter of all the dismissals and slights from the Forrester family. Carter went ahead and signed the Forrester Creations LLC documents, then went to have Ridge and Steffy Forrester Finnegan, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, sign them. Carter got it done, although it was a tight call when Ridge spotted the COO's signature. B&B spoilers, Brooke Logan's bombshell. Unknown to Hope and Carter, their chat was overheard by Brooke. In the past, Brooke has done anything she could to safeguard Hope. This time, Brooke went directly to Ridge and told him about the idea. At first, Ridge won't believe Brooke and will say there is a reasonable explanation. When Brooke insists that Ridge stepped into a trap, he will be enraged. In the weekly teaser film, Ridge seems to blame Brooke. Ridge explodes at Brooke and states, "Your daughter and Carter." Of course, Steffy and Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, would urge Ridge to take drastic action and fix this. When Ridge confronts Carter, the COO could feel bad and just admit the whole incident. Carter would attempt to explain or pretend he wasn't going to do anything unethical with the company. Ridge will presumably terminate Carter immediately. Carter may stroll out of there feeling defeated, but just wait. Hope might not want to quit up just yet. Carter might notify Hope it's over and there's nothing they can do now. Hope might argue they are in control until the paperwork is rectified, and could persuade Carter to assume the reins now, Justin Barber's emergency fix-it. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers claim that Ridge will approach Justin to assist clean up the mess Carter left at Forrester Creations. Ridge will think that Carter isn't going to do anything now that he's been discovered, and Justin can just amend the paperwork. However, what if there is nothing Justin can do? What if by the time Justin goes to Forrester Creations, Carter and Hope have already filed the papers? The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, Forrester Creations shake-up? If Justin's hands are tied, Forrester Creations will surely be separated into two. Those who will remain under Carter's new leadership and those who stay loyal to the Forrester family. It might not be realistic, but it could produce some exciting new narratives. Share your ideas in the remark area below. Remember to keep following the soap on CBS or Paramount Plus to find out what happens next. Justin's cleanup, Remy's magic, Deacon intrigued, Elektra confesses. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for the week of November 25, 2024 are in. Next week, viewers can anticipate Justin Barber, Aaron D. Spears, to help Ridge Forrester, Torsten K. Remy Price, Christian Weissman, attracts Deacon Sharp, Sean Cannon. Plus, Elektra Forrester, Linnea Grace, eventually reveals Ivy Forrester, Ashley Brewer, the actual reason she fled to Los Angeles. Keep reading to find out what is coming up next week in the CBS serial opera. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, Monday, November 25th, Ridge Forrester's Fury. B&B spoilers for Monday, November 25th show that Ridge won't accept Brooke Logan's, Catherine Kelly Lang, claim at first. After Ridge gets over the shock, he blows up. In a preview clip, Ridge informs Brooke, "Your daughter and Carter took over the company." It sounds like Ridge is blaming Brooke from his tone in the preview clip. Meanwhile, Elektra extends an invitation to Remy, oblivious of the peril. B&B spoilers, Elektra Forrester confesses. On Tuesday, November 26th, Elektra finally confesses Ivy the actual reason she ran to Los Angeles. It is teased that the secret will be nothing what anyone anticipates. Meanwhile, Remy works his influence on Deacon. It works as Deacon becomes intrigued. Is this Remy's ambition to acquire a job? It shouldn't be too hard since Elektra would probably vouch for Remy, and Deacon is incredibly short-staffed. Nothing special about that. Also, Ridge will agonize over Carter Walton's, Lawrence St. Victor, treachery. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, Wednesday, November 27th, Justin Barber's Fix-It. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for Wednesday, November 27th show that Carter has left a disaster for Forrester Creations. Ridge decides to hire high-end attorney Justin to clean it up. Meanwhile, Hope Logan's, Annika Noel, world is rocked when she hears of Brooke's betrayal. While Brooke felt she had no alternative, Hope might not believe that. Could Hope and Brooke's relationship implode over the betrayal? With Carter's attempt evidently a failure, what does that mean for his romance with Hope? Will she be interested in Carter anymore now that he can't assist her? Will Carter and Hope come up with a plan B? B&B spoilers, preemptions. There will be no new episode of B&B on Thursday, November 28th, or Friday, November 29th. Not only is it the Thanksgiving holiday in the United States, but there will be sports programming as well. Which narrative are you looking forward to witnessing the most during the week of November 25th, 2024? What are your predictions for Carter, Hope, Ridge, and Brooke? What does the future contain for Remy, Elektra, Ivy, Deacon, Justin, and the other characters? Carter's caught? Ridge and Steffy onto his and Hope's scheme? The Bold and the Beautiful show that Hope Logan and Carter Walton are actively conspiring to attempt to seize Forrester Creations to themselves. Forget Steffy Forrester and Ridge Forrester, they want it all to themselves. Currently, Carter is making his move and being directed by Hope in the shadows. Now, it's worth noting that Carter hasn't really delved in this area of life and is comparatively new to it. So, he is prone to mess-ups and not knowing what to say. So far, everything he has told Ridge and Steffy seems to have fallen on deaf ears. The bold and the beautiful Carter fumbling? It appears that Carter is fumbling with this duty, and even worse, Steffy and Ridge seem to know what's going on, or at least that something isn't right. The way they exchange glimpses and listen to Carter blunder around makes it fairly clear that he doesn't actually know what he is doing and is merely doing it for Hope. Eric's heart attack, Carter and Hope's scheme ends tragically? The bold and the beautiful spoilers claim that Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor, and Hope Logan's, Annika Noel, strategy has backfired. Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, alerted Ridge Forrester, Torsten K., who instructs Justin Barber, Aaron D. Spears, to clean up Carter's mess. However, there could be further aftershocks. Could Eric Forrester, John McCook, have a heart attack after learning of Carter and Hope's unexpected betrayal? Keep reading and let's discuss about what could happen next in this storyline, the bold and the beautiful spoilers, Carter Walton and Hope Logan's scheme. B&B spoilers state that Carter was already feeling rejected by Forrester Creations. Then, when Hope got fired, that just gave Carter an even stronger motive to go for what he desired. Carter was the one who came up with the LLC strategy. However, when Carter had second thoughts, Hope was there each time to urge him to the dark side. B&B spoilers, Brooke Logan's intel. Fans watched as Brooke overheard Carter and Hope discussing about their strategy to take over Forrester Creations. Brooke proceeded to alert Ridge, but asked some probing questions first. When Brooke was able to address topics that Ridge never mentioned with her, that's when the bomb landed. Brooke warned Ridge that he shouldn't have trusted Carter and about the scheme. During the week of November 25th, Ridge lashes up at Brooke over Hope and Carter's scheme. In a preview footage, Ridge seems to blame Brooke for her daughter's activities. Then, Ridge confronts Carter. The bold and the beautiful spoilers, Justin Barber's Forrester Fix-It. The bold and the beautiful spoilers state that Ridge ends up phoning Justin to assist clean up Carter's mess. This narrative looks to be closing up fairly soon, which is unusual for soaps, particularly bold. So, it makes me ponder if something else might happen. It is intriguing that Ridge would trust Justin. While Justin found forgiveness with Bill Spencer, Don Diamont, Ridge has never trusted either of them. B&B spoilers, Eric Forrester's heart attack? Is it feasible that once Eric discovers about Carter and Hope's takeover plot, he could be so surprised he has a heart attack? Eric just got past one health condition. In actuality, Eric died and went to the other side, then came back. While Eric is healthier than he's been in years, that doesn't mean his heart can take this type of devastation. Eric takes loyalty fairly seriously, yet he's also incredibly forgiving. Eric previously absolved Carter for what transpired with Quinn Fuller Forrester, Rena Sofer. One would assume that would be reprehensible. Moving forward, may Carter and Hope's double treachery lead to unanticipated disaster for the Forrester family? Brooke loses Hope, Ridge and job? KKL's character reaches breaking point. The bold and the beautiful, B&B, spoilers suggest that Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, informed Ridge Forrester, Torsten K., the truth. However, the truth about Carter Walton's, Lawrence St. Victor, betrayal could cost Brooke more than she ever thought. Could Brooke lose Ridge, Hope Logan, Annika Noel, and her employment in one swoop? Lately, Brooke has been a bit of a doormat, so maybe this will inspire her to fight back. Keep reading and let's discuss the options. The bold and the beautiful spoilers, Carter Walton's scheme. B&B spoilers claim that when Hope was terminated from Forrester Creations, Carter came up with a scheme. Carter merely wasn't outraged at Hope's departure but also felt his views weren't being taken seriously. Carter came up with a strategy to identify his name as manager of the LLC, stealing away power from Ridge and Steffy Forrester Finnegan, Jacqueline McInnes Wood. There were occasions when Carter had second thoughts about his plan. Each time Carter raised his doubts, Hope was right there to keep him on the dismal path. B&B spoilers, Brooke Logan's honesty. Unknown to Carter and Hope, as they were deliberating the idea, Brooke overheard. Brooke gave Hope an opportunity to tell her what was really going on, but she acted stupid. So, after Brooke discovered out what Hope was concealing, she went to Ridge. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers Ridge Forrester's blame game. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers state that the promotional clip for the week of November 25th suggests Ridge blames Brooke. Ridge screams at Brooke about the idea, yelling "your daughter." So, Brooke very well could get implicated. Steffy and Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, might even convince Ridge that Brooke must have somehow known beforehand and said nothing until after the contracts were signed. Steffy and Taylor might even convince Ridge to fire Brooke. Brooke could possibly lose Hope. In a shot that was shared by the network, Hope appears very explosive while Brooke seems to be explaining. While Hope and Brooke have always been close, this might disturb their strong mother-slash-daughter relationship.